there, Teeny Boy here, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Now, we have woken up completely fresh. We have awoken on a new day. We are fully energized. Hello there, Miss Teresa. Mr. Mutt, follow hither, because we are going to train at sword craft. I am going the right way here, right? Where's the mill? Yeah, oh god, I forgot where the mill is, and all the icons have turned off. Wait a minute. No, why do you keep doing that? Why do you keep going at Scarlets? No, what am I even playing at? This is a massive castle. How could I possibly miss it? It's there. Right, we're going this way. Oh, wait a second. I think I've discovered something. Do you not actually equip stuff when I'm sprinting? No? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's why when I'm doing stuff it doesn't. That's why. Okay, I think that's a little bit. I mean, maybe it's on the realistic side. It's difficult to balance realism sometimes when you're sat in front of a keyboard pressing buttons. You know what I mean? It's like, it's easy for me to sprint and press a button, but then obviously in universe, in the real world, it's like, yeah, it would be really difficult to draw your weapon while you're sprinting back and forth. You know what I mean? It would be, but like, you know, it's hard to mesh with that when you reach a new level of vitality. Yeah, I could literally do a workout routine. That's this game, by the way. That's how realistic this game is. I could literally have a workout routine in the day in order to improve my character, and I think I'm going to bloody do that. Well, not have an actual workout routine, but I think I'm going to make sure to get some goddamn cardio in or something, you know? Here it is, the combat arena. All right. Sir Skalitz, it is time to catch your breath, because Captain Bernard is here. It is Captain, isn't it? It's not Sergeant. Okay, it's Captain Bernard. Hello there, good sir.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Of course. Basic training. Can I ask? So let's get the questions out of the way. Wow, what's even the point? Okay. Is Sir Hanush a good liege lord? What do you think of Sir Hanush?
What kind of a lord is Sir Hanush?
I can't complain. He knows how to keep order, but he does it with good humor.
Lovely. Okey-doke. What do you think of Sir Radzig? I think I've got. Well, I was gonna say I've got a good read on him. No, I haven't. He seems like a good man.
What do you think of Sir Radzig?
I hear he's on good terms with the king. Probably why Sir Hanush opened the door to him.
Indeed.
Sir Radzig seems like a fair man, and folks say he's a good governor.
Well, he was when I was there. What is young Capon like?
What's young Lord Capon like?
Oh, Capon.
He'll be the governor here in a few years.
Okay.
Hanush is just his guardian until he comes of age.
Lovely.
The young lord spends most of his time making merry, but he'll grow out of it. He's no fool.
I mean, he is a young lad.
In Rattay?
I didn't ask that.
Till Sigismund came, and then you folk, it was a fine, peaceful life here.
Well, we don't intend on disturbing that peace. However, I'm not everyone. So, anyway, what will become of the refugees?
What will become of the Skalitz refugees?
I'd like to know the answer to that myself. I hope things can settle down quick, and you lot can clear off.
Believe me, I don't plan on settling down here, as nice of a town as it seems. Perkenstein is a fine castle.
Perkenstein is a fine castle.
It'll be even finer once you all clear out, and I can move back into my chambers.
Wow, have they taken your chambers? I apologize for that. Who are those soldiers of Sigismund? What do you think of the Cumans?
Do you know who those soldiers of Sigismund's are, Captain?
They call them Cumans or Kipchaks.
Okay.
Our lord says they fled from the Mongols to Hungary and settled there. They're herdsmen, and excellent horsemen, and barbarians, too, for all that they claim they've turned to Christ.
I see. Very well, that's all for now.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to know.
No, it is not, because we need to train with a sword.
I'm here for training.
Yes, you're that boy Sir Radzig sent.
Of course. That'll be me.
Yes, that's me.
Let's get to it then, since that's what Sir Radzig wishes.
Oh, trust me. Wait.
And because you've never held a sword in your hand before, we'll
Technically not
start with
true.
something simpler.
Of course. I know a few things already. No. Let's make sure. Let's make sure we get the basics done.
Listen closely. I don't want to be repeating myself.
Okay, all right. Let's try it, shall we? You learned knighthood training. Okay, I'm going to read that another time.
You're made of. Hold it properly. Keep moving.
Okay.
Never stand still when your life depends on it.
I see. Okay, all right. Move around him and then unlock from time to time. Yeah, I don't want to unlock. I just want to move. So I assume. Do I not have to?
Good.
Okay.
Now try attacking.
Okay. All right.
You've got to put your back into a good slash.
Sure.
No use waving the sword around like you're swatting flies. Go into the attack with your whole body.
Okay.
Try
Go.
slashing from various sides to get used to
Right.
it.
It hasn't actually let me yet. Okay.
Well done.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Well done.
There you go.
Nice.
Oh, that counts as a slung attack. Okay. Oh, I've got to do it again. Right.
Not
There you go.
bad.
Sure. There you go. What have we got? What have we
That
got for me
pointy
next?
tip isn't for decoration. Try stabbing me with it a few times.
Okay. All right. You got to go. So stab. Weak attack. That counts as a weak attack, really. A weak attack tend should be faster and more precise at the cost of power. Stabs can be aimed at the face when you're holding your sword in a high guard, or to the body at any other guard. Yeah, sure. So let's go base.
Good.
All right. Then we go any other guard. Okay.
Nice.
Then we go to the body. There you go.
That's it.
Look at it. Look at us go. Yeah, basic stuff, but we'll get it.
Slashing, stabbing, and movement are the foundations that you build everything else on.
Of course.
Now, let's try something more complicated.
Uh-huh.
One strike, I can simply fend off. You must give your opponent time to react.
Of course. All right.
Bring your strikes together. As soon as you finish one, begin another. Strike, strike.
Okay. All right. All right. Wait for it. So. Nope. Okay. So change strikes. Yeah. Previous strike lands. Okay. All right. So wait for it.
I don't have all day.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Of course. Look at that. All right. I did a first chain strike. Wait. Ow. 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 What on
What
earth?
is it? Sudden visitation by the Holy Spirit?
Uh-huh.
Very
Got him.
good.
All right. Uh-huh.
Nice.
There we go. All right. Come on.
Now
There you
let's
go.
see how you do with defense. It's not hard to block a basic strike. Just watch out. Move your sword into the path of the blow.
You see, I've been doing that. It hasn't been working. Hold Q to block. Okay.
Not bad.
Wait, did I block that? Oh, okay. Uh-huh. I blocked it.
Very
I
good.
blocked it. You'll be hit. Uh-huh. You'll be hit. While blocking, your stamina regenerates more slowly. I'm fucking blocking. Oh my goodness, I'm blocking, guys. I'm doing it accidentally, like,
Good.
but still. Uh-huh.
Very well then. Let's see what you're made of, lad. Come at me and don't hold back.
Okay, all right. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, you got me there.
See, I lure you, then attack unexpectedly.
Yeah, of course. Stop. Right.
Good hit.
Okay, all right. He's got way more stamina than me. That's the thing. So he can just keep hitting. I need to get my stamina back. Go. He's parried. He's parried it. Uh-huh. Use those arms. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, douche. Alright, wait for it. Ah, damn it, I was blocking and then I waited for him to... Ow! Douche!
Fine. That's enough. I have my work cut out, it seems. That's life.
Yeah, we need...
Let's try something more advanced.
Okay, alright.
When in combat, keep an eye on the space between you and your opponent. That is your space.
Lovely,
If I
okay.
attack from the side the opponent will find harder to block in time.
Uh-huh.
If I'm holding the sword raised up, do an uppercut. If my sword is low, lunge.
Uh-huh,
Let's try
okay.
it. You strike a few times at the side where I'm not holding my sword.
Okay, alright. Okay, wait for it.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Very good.
Zone change. Go!
All right.
Uh-huh. Nope, that's down.
Wrong. Again.
Uh-huh.
Like that. Well done.
Of course. Alright, there you go. Done.
Right. Lesson 2. Everything you've learned about blocking is wrong.
Okay.
When I cover, I can simply fend off your blows with my sword and gain control of the space between us. It's better not to control just the space, but actually your opponent's weapon. Attack, and I'll show you.
Okay, alright. Well, I feel like... Okay. Whoa, whoa. There you go. There you go. Yeah, attack the teacher. Well... Okay. Whoa. Yeah, he blocks and then he... Whoa, I walk back. Haha, I walk
All
back.
right, that'll
Okay.
do. Now you. The trick is to stay in your stand.
Okay.
As soon as I start to attack, you block. Move knocks the blade aside.
Okay, alright. Uh-huh. Perform the perfect block.
Not
Okay.
like that. You mustn't hold the sword there.
Okay.
You have to move along with the attack.
You gotta be really...
Again.
Yeah, because it... Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's a perfect block. I
Very
did it.
good.
But I'm okay, yeah. Uh-huh. Got it. Okay.
Too soon again.
What do you mean too soon? I was in fucking slow motion. All right. Nope. Uh-huh. Okay, alright.
Try and catch the rhythm. See the sword move, you move at the same time and deflect it.
Okay, alright. But
Not like that!
not like that. Right, hang on. Purple lights fully deflect the adversary strike. You need time to... Got it.
Nice!
There you go. Okay, right. So it's not just... Whoa, 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 whoa. There you go. No.
Ah, that's it!
There you go. Okay, alright. Is that right? Yeah, there we go.
Very good!
It's not going to be in slow motion like this every time, though.
Ow!
No. Okay.
Ah, that's it!
No, that was right.
Now
Okay.
we'll try it a little faster.
Okay, alright.
Concentrate and block just at the moment I start attacking.
Okay.
I'll strike you from above each time so you can see it well.
Okay. Alright, there you go. Alright. That's not faster. That's not faster.
Well done!
Okay. Uh-huh. There you go. So he dodges automatically. Okay, I don't actually have to dodge to do that. Alright. There you go.
All right!
Uh-huh. And I wonder, do I need a perfect block? Do I need a perfect block combos?
that's
Like
it.
each time, like each hit. That's the thing, you know? Oh, that was way too early. That was way too early. Nope. Oh, I guess it didn't register.
Alright.
I guess it didn't register. Alright, lovely. Okay.
Good, good. Now let's try it at full speed.
Okay.
You probably won't succeed, but that's normal at the start. You must train.
That's what
Let's go.
That's what I'm here for. Alright, let's go. Alright. Did I do it? I think I did it. I think I'm doing it. Uh-huh. Oh. Oh, damn it. Oh. Oh, wait. Someone's, hang on. Someone wants to speak to him.
Wow, Henry.
Of course. There you go. I think I was doing it. I didn't realize it wanted me to strike. That's the thing.
Greetings, Sir Hans. What brings you here? I was on my way when I noticed that you're entertaining Sir Radzig's esteemed guest.
Consider me entertained.
Same as holding a hammer, is it, blacksmith?
No, I just wanted to feel like I might be better with,
I know.
a hammer.
I'm actually here to train at the archery range. My hand's grown heavy lately.
Okay.
You don't mind, do you, Bernard?
Not at all, my lord.
Well, we've gotten some basic training in.
Good day to you, blacksmith's boy. Try not to hurt yourself.
Well, hurting myself doesn't seem to be the problem. It's getting hurt by everyone else. All right. So it looks like he's going to go and train
Ready
with
to
that.
finish? Yeah. Leading the opponent where you want him.
Absolutely.
One more way to evade a strike. You simply step aside,
Of course.
and I'll show you.
Okay, all right. So attack the teacher. Go. Attack your train. I guess they don't want me to do... Okay, I haven't been able to do that yet.
I don't have all day, boy.
There you go. All right, we can do that. I don't think I have that move unlocked
All right,
yet.
try. It's important not to move too soon. I'll see where you're going and hit you. If the same will happen if you move too late.
All right, let's go.
I'll attack slowly now. As you see me, raise the weapon, jump aside.
Of course. Dodge the
Throw
attack.
the opponent off a bit, and there's your chance.
Uh-huh. Oh, actually, okay.
All right.
It actually is just doing the attack and... Ah, I guess I was a bit late. Yeah, I guess it's a bit late. All right. Nope. Okay. No, I didn't move back far enough.
No, not like that.
Uh-huh. I'm not, yeah, I'm not trying to hit. Dodge the attack. You gonna attack or what? There you go. I didn't even try to hit back, but alright,
Fine.
anyway.
Now try
Anyway.
it a little quicker. Try and get used to the rhythm.
Okay,
Never
okay.
take your eyes off your opponent. You'll see a strike before it's even properly started.
Uh-huh, okay. There you go. Dodge the attack, sure.
Nice.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That looked like I very narrowly dodged it. Uh-huh.
Very good.
Uh-huh. Look at me go.
That.
Hell yeah. You don't actually
And
want
the
to move
last
around
thing
too
for
much.
Today, a trick.
Okay, a
Raise
trick.
the sword to force your opponent to block, but then change the direction of the attack at the last moment, and the opponent won't even know what hit him.
Okay, alright.
Draw back the weapon, then change the attack zone and strike, so I don't have time to react.
Okay, alright. Wait, fent. Prepare to strike by... Oh, I see. Okay, so I go... Whoa. Oh, I see. Well, I'm supposed to actually hit him.
Not like that.
Alright. Got him. There you go. Alright. Alright. Wait. No, whoa, whoa, where are you going? Alright. Okay, eat. Okay, all right.
Again.
All right, wait for it. So, what? Can you not? Okay, wait for it. So, if I go. No, but he keeps moving the thing. Right, prepare to strike, and then change his zone and release a strike. There you go. Yeah, because I don't know why he was. Stop breaking lock. What are you doing? Right. I'm not pressing shift or anything. He's just doing that.
I don't have all day, boy.
There you go.
That's
Uh-huh.
it. No.
No, stop.
Again.
Stop breaking the lock. What is wrong with you? Stop breaking the lock.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Well done.
Got him. There you go. All right.
Very good.
I don't know why he keeps breaking the lock like that. It's really annoying.
Well, now, that wasn't too bad. Maybe we'll make a soldier of you after all.
Absolutely.
Don't get cocky. You have to train hard and persistently. You might have talent, but talent alone won't do. Practice.
Absolutely,
If you've
good
got
sir.
nothing better to do and you're in the mood for it, you can come and train here with me.
Absolutely.
Teach you something more when you're up to it.
Good. I believe I should probably try that for today. I don't know if he's a bit busy though.
So Radzik also wanted me to teach you archery.
Lovely.
Come with me.
Yes, I'm not Teresa, so or Teresa or whatever. From now on, you can come and train anytime. Okay, follow Bernard to the shooting range. Very well. I assume that when you say anytime, it doesn't mean nighttime. So did I just not have those other moves like unlocked then at the time, like blocking and dodging and all that? Did I actually just not have that unlocked, or was I just doing it wrong? Because I could have sworn I was pressing Q to block at the right time and all that, but apparently not. Ratai tourney. You've discovered the archery range, sure. There will be a tournament in Ratai tomorrow. You can enroll by going to see the Herald in the morning. Okay, do I miss that if I don't do I miss that if I don't go tomorrow? Like, can I start it again? I mean, or all right, here he is, Sir Hans Capon.
Let's see then. Take this bow, go and stand in position over there, and we can start.
Very well. All right,
And
let's go.
another thing, put on this arm guard. Without it, you could flay your forearm with a bowstring, so be sure to wear it.
Thank you, Captain.
Indeed. All right, let's get started then.
Thanks. And get in position.
Absolutely. We've got the van braces.
Concentrate. A bow ain't exactly the weapon of choice of a knight, but it can come in very handy.
Absolutely.
You've got two bandits coming at you from a distance. You shoot one in the eye, drop your bow, and draw your sword on the other.
Very well.
Emperor Charles, God rest him, encouraged his subjects to learn archery. He even organized contests in Prague.
Of
You would
course.
have gotten far there. You're holding the thing like a piece of firewood.
Of course.
Not enough talk. There's the target. Try and hit it.
All right, let's
Draw
go.
the bow, aim, and release. Try to get a feel for the rhythm. Inhale on the draw. Hold your breath for a moment. And then
Right,
release
wait.
it.
Okay, right. I need
No
a...
jerky movements.
There you
Just
go.
let the string slide out of your fingers.
Okay, all
As
right.
if you were about to draw it back more. It's all one movement. The arrow aiming at the target and flying at it.
Okay, all right, let's
Shoot
go.
away.
A
What
boat
you have there is a training bow. The arrow drops quickly. Once
Okay.
you've trained a bit, you can get yourself a better one. And
Uh-huh.
those arrows will fly so fast you won't see them.
Sure,
Don't
okay.
forget the arm guard. Once you've mastered the bow a bit, you won't need it anymore.
Absolutely. All right. Do I actually have the arm guard equipped though? I can't even go in my inventory. All right. So wait for it. So go. Oh, a bit. It's Undertake archery training.
Well, that was awful.
Okay.
I didn't imagine a village yokel like you would have much skill, but you failed to meet even my low expectations.
Yes, indeed.
I don't know why you're wasting your time, Sir Bernard. Nothing will come of him anyway, and at the first sign of trouble, he'll run away like any other cowardly.
Do you know how many times I've
After
almost
all, he's
died to
done it
not doing that?
before.
What did you say?
Well,
Calm down.
ran
boy.
away from an
Keep in
army.
mind who you're talking to.
of course.
Braggart who was born with a silver spoon in his mouth.
Now you've really done it. You'll go to the stocks for that.
I see.
Calm yourself, Sir Bernard. If the blacksmith boy feels he can prove himself, then let him try. Do you think you can beat me? Well,
Well,
Anytime.
I'm sure I'm going to try it anyway.
very
Challenge
well.
accepted.
If you defeat me, I'll give you my bow.
Lovely.
If you lose, you'll have to pay up. Do you even have any coin?
I have saved you stamps
have
myself
enough.
a coin. All right.
Then you'll owe me or work it off. Let's get to it.
Fair enough. Let's go. Compete with Hans Capon in archery. All right. Let's do it. Okay. We've got arrows and targets. All right. The rules of the game are simple. You shoot 7 arrows. The bullseye's worth 3 points. The middle ring 2, and the outside ring 1. You finish shooting, get an extra 3 points. All right. So wait for it. I go. Nope. That was that many. All right. So wait for it. Why? Okay. You're not aiming in the same place every time. That's really, really annoying. No, see, you're not aiming in the same... I've fired at the same place, and you keep moving it in different directions. Okay, alright, I think I've got one. Alright, he's got two, which means... Alright, wait for it. Wait. Yeah, he's not holding that bow steady, which I get is the point, because... Oh, he's got a bullseye, I think. Nearly, alright. Oh, yeah, he's won that. Even if I got a bullseye now, it wouldn't be possible. Oh, I did get a bullseye. Look at that, alright.
Congratulations, Sir Hans. Nicely shot.
I did get a bullseye, though.
Bernard, it seems I get to keep the bow. So, blacksmith, do you know your place now, or do you need more reminding?
Double or nothing.
Sir Hans, is this necessary? Sir Hanish has already had words about you fighting with your subjects. He explicitly told me.
I know what he told you. You can just tell him I didn't listen to you. So what's it going to be, blacksmith?
Double or nothing. Double or nothing.
Excellent. Then let's go.
Damn it. Oh well. Sword fight. Wait, what the fuck? What's going on here?
You asked for it.
Okay. Uh-huh. 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 Alright.
Here.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Shit.
Uh-huh. I'm overloaded. Why am I overloaded? Uh-huh. Oh.
Oh dear, did that hurt?
Did that? Douchebag? I didn't even fucking dodge, but alright. What, you can... Alright, come on. Back up. Alright, yeah, you got me on that one. Out, back out. I'm blocking! What's this target thing you got? Alright. Stab in the back.
You're just lucky.
Okay, alright, he's got... Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Nice, yeah, he didn't fall for it. Uh-huh. Okay, alright, wait for it. Got him. Alright, wait for it. Indeed. Uh-huh. Indeed, alright. I tried to fend, but I just didn't move the thing far enough. Uh-huh. Oh, I didn't fend properly. Uh-huh, alright, you got that stamina back. Uh-huh. Stamina back. Whoa, whoa! Didn't even do that on purpose.
You'll get one for.
Oh.
Here.
Alright. About. Come on. Oh, damn it. Oh, he got me there. Alright, come on, get that stamina back. Alright, wait for it. Got him! Look at that! One.
We're even then. It looks like I get to keep my bow and you your groschen.
Indeed.
I suppose I should give you credit for taking on my challenge, despite your limitations.
Why, thank you. Good sir.
Sir.
Absolutely.
Godspeed, blacksmith. And don't worry, this isn't the last time we'll meet. We'll have more fun like this again soon.
I was just about to suggest such a thing. Nice battling with you, Sir Hans Capon. Or Capon, whatever. I'm sorry, I haven't got the pronunciation right. Captain Bernard, how goes you? Well, I'll tell you what, I think We've done absolutely smashing at that. I could do a few things here. I think I might be a little bit injured or something because my excuse me. Where's my where's my the stuff player? No, where's my no like I'm talking about like my inventory weight. Like I'm bear with me. Oh wait, it's here. Wait, but then I'm not overweight. I'm not encumbered. That's the thing. So then why couldn't I? Oh, I guess you're doing it now. Okay. All right. Anyway, Captain Bernard.
You better hope his lordship hasn't taken it badly.
Doesn't seem like he has. I hope he has. He shouldn't have challenged me. No. Okay. He shouldn't have challenged. No, none of these. It doesn't seem like he has.
I hope he has.
No? Why?
Watch it, boy. A few of my men have won fights against him before and never had a problem. But you could be the first. Now go to the rat house. The bailiff's waiting for you there.
Why, thank you,
All
good
right,
sir.
Captain.
Indeed. Alright, the rat house, he says, whatever that means. That might be the first, like, proper sword fight I've actually won. I mean, obviously, we're not trying to kill each other, like, but the first sword fight that isn't like a random bandit that's on extra easy mode, you know? Like, I think that's the first fight that we actually had that actually, you know, takes into account the sword play mechanics, which I'm impressed with. I could do with getting all this stuff washed and everything, but bear with me. Discovered the church, apparently. There we go. Oh, there we go. There it is. There's a church. There's a couple of things that I could be reading through, but for the time being, I think I'm going to carry on down this way. Discovered Huntsman. Okay, right. I'll do you know what? Fine. I'll read through a few things now. Huntsman. Gamekeeping and hunting in the Middle Ages were not only for amusement, but chiefly a source of great profit for the king and the nobility who owned the woods. The feudal gamekeepers and huntsmen who undertook woodsmanship, in addition to their obligation to look after the game, they took charge of the forest and its protection. In the forest, it was prohibited to hunt deer, fallow deer, boar, or any other game, violation of which was a criminal act subject to heavy fines, or even, in the case of repeated infringements, physical punishment. The same was true for unauthorized logging and the collecting of timber. Many poachers came from the ranks of the poor and had not very much to lose, which quite often resulted in physical conflicts with the huntsmen when they were caught red-handed. Indeed. And what else we've got going on all the way down here? We've got society. We've got the priest. The priests were among the elite in medieval society and among the few who had any education. Village priests were less educated than those of the larger parishes. They could barely read or write, had no library, and learned the liturgy by heart. They were none too well off, typically working in the fields or raising livestock like lay farmers. They were not celibate, enjoying folk entertainment and games, dancing and going to the tavern. As time went on, looser morals and educational decline spread to the towns and monasteries. By contrast, the priests in the larger parishes and towns owned more property and, with the exception of service to God, did not have to resort to any manual work. The duties of the priest encompassed preparation and serving of Mass, hearing confessions, taking care of the church, its operation and decoration, visiting the poor and the sick, arranging charity collections, collecting dues, conducting baptisms, weddings, last rites, and funerals. I see. And then over here we have swordsmiths and armorers. Swordsmiths were originally blacksmith cutlers specializing in blades for swords, knives, daggers, and other handheld sidearms. In the 14th century, the making of armor began to specialize and separate out from the blacksmith's craft. Specialist professions came into being: armorers, platesmiths, and basquetiers. I assume I'm saying that right. Who not only produced but also sold their wares. As regards to the weapons, there were new specialized professions: the swordsmith, the bladesmith, the fletcher, the arrowsmith, and in later centuries, the gunsmith, the bowyer or shieldsmith, making wooden and metal shields. The price of a complete suit of armor was very high, affordable only to wealthy noblemen. Those who could not afford a complete suit of armor would have only partial metal armor and would rely on their agility for protection in combat. Makes sense. So that's everything going on here. We have general baptism. Under Christian doctrine, baptism is the ritual shedding of original sin, and salvation cannot occur without it. Original sin condemns all people since Adam to die. In the early Middle Ages, adults who consciously entered into the Christian fold were the ones baptized, while at the height of the Middle Ages, baptism came to include even young children. If a child died prematurely, i.e. unbaptized, its soul could not go to heaven, nor could the body be buried in hallowed ground. Baptisms took place mainly on religious holidays, especially at Easter, and churches would have special baptismal fonts for the occasion, the baptistry. I see. Yes, I'm still not very clear on all the rules here. Churches. The church was not just a place of worship, but also an important communication center in medieval society. Makes sense. Its basic layout consisted of the central nave or aisle, sometimes with side naves, and a sanctuary, which included the chancel. This housed the main altar, where mass was served. Most churches were aligned with the chancel at the eastern end. At the main entrance was a baptismal font. Another important element was the pulpit, from which the priest addressed the congregation. By contrast with today, the sermon was separate from the Mass. During the church service, the priest stood with his back to the congregation, and, in keeping with papal instructions, the Mass was said in Latin, which was not generally comprehensible to the congregation. In compensation, the church walls were richly decorated with painted scenes, intended to bring the mystery of the liturgy, and especially biblical scenes, come alive for the illiterate common people. When not used for religious services, the church premises would serve, for example, for the temporary storage of grain and other goods that were being traded, or as a place of assembly of the citizenry if the need arose to address some important public issue. I see. But over here we have frescoes, whatever that means. Medieval frescoes were intrinsic to architecture and had both a decorative and educational function for the illiterate population, showing in simple terms the wealth and superiority of the nobles and detailing biblical stories or scenes from the lives of the saints. Extensive works of art were to be seen in the larger residences, monasteries, and churches or palaces, fashioned by specialized painting studios. Less significant buildings were decorated by local individual artists. Painters in the Middle Ages did not tend to sign their work, and thus largely remain anonymous to this day. Most of the paintings were created by following strict, formally conceived designs and templates, so the styles of individual authors did not differ much. The aim was not originality, but to portray the particular scene masterfully. I see. Knighthood training. The physical training of a boy to become a knight began before he was 7 years old. He had to know how to run, jump, and climb well, and also to be able to swim. He strengthened his arms by throwing hefty rocks. Over the years, boys had to become proficient in spear throwing, archery, unarmed wrestling, horsemanship, parrying with a shield, and attacking. Their training also encompassed joining the hunt. The 7 knightly skills, according to the classical tradition, were horse riding, swimming, archery, fighting with the sword and unarmed, hunting, as well as playing chess and composing poetry. Okay. Similarly, burghers practiced combat with different types of weapons, which came into its own, especially in town defense. The towns, more than anywhere else, spawned sword fighting and archery fellowships, where swordplay would be taught, initially according to the so-called German school, Dutch Fechtschule. Later in the Renaissance, dominated by the Italian and Spanish schools. Shooting fellowships were devoted to archery with bows and crossbows, and with the development of gunpowder, firearms came into play. Of course. Liturgical items. Church fixtures and fittings comprised the liturgical devices used in church services and statues, painting, and frescoes, which served to enlighten the uneducated populace in simple terms about biblical stories and religious observance. Pulpit, the raised platform from where the priest gives sermons or readings. Altar, where the sacrifice of communion is consecrated. This could be in the main or side aisle, often highly ornate. The ciborium, the receptacle for the Eucharist, the transformed sacred host. The chalice, the Eucharistic goblet for the wine, transformed into the blood of Christ. Paten, the shallow bowl or plate used to hold the sacred host, body of Christ. The monstrance, the ornate casket to hold the Eucharist, the host. Okay, all right, I didn't make sense of any of that. Liturgy. Religious services in the Middle Ages were held quietly and in Latin. A medieval mass differed from today's in its language, approach, and the relationship between the priest and the congregation. People stood or moved around while the priest said the liturgy alone, without service, without a sermon, and without communion. He stood with his back to the congregation, facing the main altar, at a distance from the faithful. The sermon was held quite apart from the Mass in keeping with a special rite and in between services of worship. Holy Communion, the Eucharist, was available to the common folk only at Christmas and Easter. The inaccessibility of the church, the inaccessibility of the sacred ritual, along with disgust at the state of the church, later led to the revolutionary Hussite reform movement, which opened up both the Mass and the Eucharist rites to the wider populace. Okay. The Hussite was based. Are they? Is that what the second game is based on? I think Manka may have mentioned that. Prayer. The earliest prayers were dedicated to the Virgin Mary. Hail Mary, in Latin, Ave Maria. Oh, right, okay. Beneath thy protection, sub tuum presidium, with a rosary and numerous litanies. The prayers followed the pagan formulations, which were modified with the adoption of Christianity to fit the new doctrine. In addition to the Marian prayers, the more frequently chanted were the Lord's Prayer, the Credo, Declaration of Faith, and the Angel of the Lord. Litanies were dedicated primarily to Christ, but also to other saints. The priest would incant when the people respond, Kyrie eleison. I don't know. The monks knew and used many more prayers relating to the daily cycle. Hermits and others who dedicated themselves to God in solitude recited the scripture and psalms. During the liturgy and prevailing language was Latin, with some prayers or songs in the vernacular. For example, Lord, be kind unto us, or Saint Wenceslas. All that's gone over my head. Roman Catholic Church. In the pre-Hussite period, the church held extensive estates, sometimes exceeding in value the property of the nobility or even the king himself. The church also collected various taxes and fees, which led to conflicts not only between the church and the secular world, but within the church itself. In addition to the clergymen, priests and their helpers, the ecclesiastical establishment was also represented by votaries, archbishops, church officials, clerics, and monks. Altogether, the church nourished and employed about a tenth of the population. High running costs and failure to ensure either the physical or spiritual well-being of the populace, coupled with the numerous woes of wars and pestilence, led to a radical weakening of ecclesiastical power and loss of confidence in the church as an institution in the 14th century. It brought the first signs of a Reformation movement, as well as many alternative heretical sects and renewed interest in old pagan traditions. Mass was, at that time, more of a social occasion than a spiritual one, bringing people together. They would enjoy themselves, even flirt or make deals. This changed with the Hussite Reformation movement and the return to true devotion. Declining trust in the church was encouraged by the first Czech translations of the Bible, thanks to which the ideas actually contained in the Bible could finally spread by word of mouth even among the illiterate population. The spark of revolution had been struck. Indeed, and that is actually all of the Codex logs. Don't you dare. You discovered the pillory, for God's sake. The pillory would be located in the middle of the square, and it was here that the lesser punishments were meted out, for transgressions such as perjury, slander, or various frauds. It was typically a wooden or stone pillar to which the convicted were tied by a chain for a specific time, hours or even days. They were then punished by the whole community, being spat on, insulted, mocked, and pelted randomly on a daily basis. Oh, oops. You've discovered the butcher, for God's sake! The slaughterhouse, or shambles, was located on the edge of town. This was the only place that animals could be slaughtered, with butcher stalls springing up around them. The cattle were examined by the guild master. Only if he vouched for their health could they be slaughtered and sold by the butchers. Butchering elsewhere was punishable by a fine. Indeed. Now, again, where am I up to here? I forget. Oh, well, I'm trying to think where, we've really located a few things here, haven't we? Where is the butcher? Your quest giver. Where is the... Well, what is this? Report to the bailiff. Yeah, but where is that? Like, if I zoom it, no? Okay. Where are you? It isn't here, isn't it? The thing I'm after? Oh, it looks like it. The tailor. Clothing and fashion. Clothing. Wait. What? No, that's not it. No, is it? Wait. Maybe. In a second. Where's the tailor? What? Oh, you got butcher over there, and then you got clothing and fashion. Clothing. Wait, no, because tailor will be down here, alright? Where's tailor? Has it been updated? What? Where's tailor? I guess it's just... I guess I've just discovered tailor, but this is the codex entry. Okay, clothing and fashion. Clothing. Clothing for villagers and other commoners above all had to be comfortable, durable, and practical. It had to last for years and be worn in all kinds of weather. It generally consists of simple shirts and tunics. Men also wore linen knickers down to their knees, and in winter they wore hooded cloaks, fur jackets, and caps. Wide-brimmed hats protected their heads from the sun, and footwear was simple. Most items were of natural colors without ornamentation. An exception was festive apparel, intended for special celebrations and church holidays. In the towns, clothing held greater significance, reflecting status, wealth, and even membership in certain factions, such as tradesmen, soldiers, or apprentices. Accessories included belts, bags, gloves, hats, and other head coverings. Most of the garments in Kingdom Come Deliverance are based on actual historical records of medieval fashion. Hairstyles. In the 14th and 15th centuries, unwed young women had long hair, which they wore down or in braids. Women in towns adorned their hair with ribbons, pearls, wreaths, and vines. Older married women wore pearled nets on their heads, white or colored veils or hats. Fashionable men in the 15th century had long coifed hair, and they liked to shave their chins. They covered their heads with brimmed hats, caps, or hoods. Jewelry. Jewelry. In the Middle Ages, jewelry was fashioned from gems, wood, leather, and metals. All gold tended to be worn around the neck and breast rather than on the hand. The most common type of jewelry consisted of earrings and various types of crosses. The most common motifs adorning jewelry were flowers and animals. Figural decoration was often associated with religious themes. We have rings. Rings were very popular in the High Middle Ages and were worn for both prestige and symbolic meaning. They were either made entirely of metal, mostly bronze, in rare cases silver plate or copper wire, and adorned with precious stones, and worn on all fingers. Footwear. Footwear was made of leather, cow, calf, or goat, as well as grass. Grass? What was that I just did? As well as grass, straw, bast fibers, wood, cloth, or felt. In the countryside, people often went barefoot in the summertime. Shoes were originally made from a single piece of material and fitted with straps. Soles left and right on shoes first appeared in the mid-14th century, while heels were added in the 15th century. The most common type of footwear consisted of sandals that covered the entire sole of the foot and slippers made of wood or cork. Stitched shoes could be either low or above the ankle. I see. We have society over here. There we go, because we've got stuff going on. Where is it? The butcher. The butcher's profession appears only in the 13th century, because prior to this, each townsman or villager could keep his own livestock and butcher the animals in his own yard. In later centuries, this led to conflicts with professional butchers, leading to the trade of meat being brought under statute with regard to guild rights. The main tasks of a butcher were to slaughter animals, carve up and portion them, and preserve the meat outside of the town limits. Raw meat could not be transported inside the town, and domestic sale was severely punished. These measures were intended to prevent the spread of disease from old or badly processed meat. In time, the Butchers' Guild split into different specializations, such as those who worked only with lard and sweat, tallow butchers, small cut specialists, cured meat specialists, and those dealing in horns, hooves, and mucilage. The butcher's craft also spawned tanners, saddlers, and cobblers. Sure. So you've discovered the scribe. Oh god, don't make me read another one. Alright. What have we got going on here? You've discovered an alchemy bench. Is this the place I'm supposed to be? Hello there, ma'am. I don't think this is where I'm supposed to be. Shop guard. This isn't... maybe the place is like above me or something? Is this... I think it might be. Apologies, ma'am. Alright, let's see what we've got going on for ourselves. Open! What? Oh, hi. Bailiff! Hello there, bailiff. You're who I'm after.
God be with you.
God be with you too, good sir. Join the bailiff's service. Is there something going on here? Who can teach me to read? Can we not
I
read?
want to learn to read. Who should I go and see?
There's a retired scribe in Uzhitz. He could teach you.
Oh, very well. Mightier than a sword, sure. Maybe that'll be interesting. About Ratai, what can you tell me about Ratai? What kind of lord is Hanush? Yeah, go on then, why not?
What kind of governor is Sir Hanush?
Young Sir Hans is our governor, but Sir Hanush is his guardian till he comes of age. That's not a day I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, I bet him. He seems alright. How is life in Ratai?
What's life like in Ratai?
This is a manorial town, and our lord hasn't got himself tangled up in affairs of state, so it's peaceful here.
Lovely. How do the Rat-Eye folk get on with the refugees?
How do the Ratai folk get on with the refugees?
I know they got nowhere to go. Skalitz is a pile of ashes and the countryside ain't safe, but they've been here too long. Some of those buggers got light fingers, and not a one of them appreciates the sacrifices we made for them.
Oh, some of them do. You can forget, but you can forget about the ones that don't. Have you heard anything about those humans?
Have you heard anything about the Cumans in Sigismund's army?
Everywhere they go, they pillage, rape, and slaughter.
Very well, so they must
the
die.
tales have it. Of course, all armies do that, but them barbarians take pleasure in it.
Well, all armies shouldn't. And just because all armies do it doesn't mean that one shouldn't have to die. Is something going on here? What is going on here?
Master Bailiff, is there anything of interest going on here?
Nothing of interest to me, thank Christ.
Lovely. Okay, why can I say that?
I'm to put myself under the bailiff's command.
Lovely.
Ah, so you're the young man Sir Radzig appointed.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Very well. Sir Radzig asked me to test you a little, and as it happens, you've come at the right time.
Oh, wow, lovely.
We've a few disputes to
Good thing I
settle.
slept in.
It seems some of your former neighbors have been acting quite inappropriately.
Indeed.
I was hoping having one of their own on the town watch might help sort things out.
Well, we can certainly try it. Look after it. No, you can rely on
You
me.
can count on me, bailiff.
You're certainly bold. I like that. Have you been to see Captain Bernard?
I have trained in sword combat. My powers have doubled since the last time we met, Count. Sir Hans challenged me to hand-to-hand combat. The Count does not like me. I never broke a sweat. It was quite an ordeal.
I have. He trained me, and then Sir Hans Capon challenged me to a duel.
Capon, okay.
I see. Sir Hans Capon likes to measure his strength against others. But be careful, Henry. Noblemen are quick to anger, and you don't need that kind of trouble.
Well, it would be good
Well,
practice,
anyway,
but I'm sure I'll
you're
be
going
fine.
to assist my town guard. Come to the church in the afternoon. Yaroslav the watchman, Nightingale they call him, will wait for you there. He'll show you around the town and teach you a little about keeping the peace. You
Absolutely.
need to stop by the armory to pick up some gear.
Very well.
Yes,
I assume I'm paying for this gear, or what's going on there? End dialogue. I got 60 groschen. Look at that. Well, thank you, good sir. Alrighty then, the time has come for me to depart. I hope you guys had about as much fun as I did. If some new games you'd like to see me play, feel free to suggest them down in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And have a splendid full day.
Damn it. Is it done? Come on, please, please, please. No, are you kidding me? What is that? What is that? What do you mean? What do you mean?